Hospice is a unique concept. It's based on the idea that a person at the end of their life should be able to make that transition, that journey, comfortable, with dignity.
We are an aging population, and with age inevitably comes end-of-life issues, so the need is going to continue to grow.
Hospice enriches lives. It impacts every life it touches.
But I lost my husband this past August 29th. It was just awesome to know that you had somebody that was there for you, that you could depend on.
This is our hospital, this is our hospice, this is our area. And I really do envision it being a place like being at home, in your own room at home.
Each patient leaves a little fingerprint on our heart. Each patient, wherever they are in their life stage, gives us a gift.
And I just think that anytime we can do something to help people, to lift their spirits, to make them feel better, it's nothing but good.
I think one of the wonderful gifts of being a Johnston County resident for me is there is a sense of we're all family here.
Everyone listened to the proposal and said, we can do it, we can do it.
Most traumatic experience of my life was watching my parents pass away, and I experienced my mother's death at home with the help of hospice, and my dad's death in the hospital, and I saw a real need.
My anniversary was September the 3rd. He passed away August 29th. We'd been married 58 years. I finally, at the end, had to hire somebody to come in and help me every other weekend so I would have some time then, because it was getting very strenuous on me.
Well, the hospice program is a program where we are going to actually build a hospice house, which is really good for our area because we don't have one.
But about 2 years ago, when we were approached about taking on this task, it was unanimous among the 25 board members that we could do it. There was, I'm amazed to tell you this, there was no hesitation. Everyone listened to the proposal and said, we can do it.
Our goal with the capital campaign is to raise $3.8 million to build a wonderful place for compassion, comfort, and dignity. And our hope in doing so is that we could break ground in the early part of 2009.
I tell people we're building a hospice center that the rooms will all have access to private patio areas. And if, for example, a man was in that hospice center and his wife wanted to bring the beloved family pet up, come on. Think what it would mean to a guy in his last 2 weeks, or to a lady whose grandchild may be too young to go to a visiting hours in a hospital, but in a hospice center, that grandchild will come in and be able to sit next to their grandmother, and think what that would be worth.
It's very residential, and that was most important to us. We have a fireplace when you come in. We're going to have, the chapel will have a stained glass window. Have the big cupola to let light inside, natural light inside. And the rooms are going to be like your bedroom at home.
I imagine our family spaces to be very utilized, and I can envision we will have laundry facilities, we will have a kitchen where we can prepare meals. The family unit can come in and prepare their loved one's favorite meal.
Some gardens around that you can go and quietly meditate and get your thoughts together, maybe before you face your loved one for those last hours. So it has all of those elements, we think, of home, but yet it has facilities that you absolutely need for the comfort and care of the loved one.
When you think about home care, there's no more important person than the spouse or the loved one or the sibling or the child that's taking care of the patient. But what happens if that person suddenly has a medical emergency? What happens if that person just needs a break?
And what the respite care provides is a very home-like setting where someone is there to care for them, and they can stay in the facility for 5 days.
This gives that person, the caregiver, and the patient a safe harbor to stay until the caregiver can come back and resume their role.
Right now is the time to do this because the need is so great, because we are a growing county.
We're all dependent on a network of relatives and peers and co-workers and even a network of pets and beloved hobbies, etc. So all of us have a network of support around us. How more important can it be than in the final days of your life to have that network intact?
And there is still a very low percentage that are served by hospice. And hospice promotes living. And that is what we want to do. We want to be able, with this facility and with this capital fundraising opportunity, we want to be able to reach out to our community, for them to embrace this so we can all come together to make a difference in the life of others.
Anybody can help in any way. You just never know. Just come on in and just be a part of it, be a part of this growing thing. And there is nothing like when something comes out really great and you know you did something in it to help out. That is really good. That's a good feeling, I tell you.
It takes all of us. It can't just be one. Just like it takes a team of caregivers and a gathering of family and friends to help someone die in dignity, free from pain, with comfort. It takes a full community to create a hospice house where this same thing can happen.
We need every one of you to take this very seriously and respond. We're not going to drag it out. We're going to try to get it over in 6 months. We know it's not the best time economically for any of us, but it's the time for this to happen.
And I know, as good as the people are in Johnston County, they're going to donate and help to have this facility, because you don't ever know when you're going to need it. I didn't think I would ever need anything like this, but I see how much that it would have helped me if we'd have had this at the time my husband was sick.